All right, y'all. Okay. Now, chat is hidden, so I don't see all your comments, y'all. So right now, I don't want to get distracted. Okay. Not that I don't care about your comments, is that I'm a very fixed person, and I do get distracted easily. So that's the reason why. I just saw 3 clips from DJ Vlad's TV about Ayanna. Shut up. Get tired of the noise out. Stop. Okay. Anyway, it's about the rape accusation back in ninth grade when I was 14 years old in November, in the 8th grade. And before Above the Rim came out with anything, the new version of it from at the time, SWV, um, about this woman named Ayanna Jackson. For some reason, her look and like that. We had a Vanity, Vanity 6 look, Denise Smith Smith. That was her own hair, but it had the weave like her hair. Her face kind of looked like Aisha Tyler, Aisha Tyler, and what's the other one name? A lot of folks know she's part Puerto Rican, part black. Um, she won America's won Eva Pickford. They on changed the name to Eva Marcel. Eva Marcel, her. And when I was looking at this woman, I didn't see any signs of I was hurt, abused. When people do me wrong on this, and everybody different, but y'all know as a victim, my own self, and it wasn't that type of victimization that happened just like hers. Mine was doing being bullied at school and being emotional and on sometimes physical and mental abuse at home. And then I like next thing that was workplace bullying as I got older. Um, I get very dramatic. I'm very revengeful. In my argument, I get ugly. I get all that. You can tell ain't no fake about me because ain't nothing fake about me. You know what I'm saying? But when I make this, when I mix these stories up, because they know, it's all real. Went through a lot of bipolar type 1 type medication. Now, when I mention these stories, I see how psychotic I get. I didn't see no sign of that. Now, don't get me wrong, that people go to church, and if God does intervene, after He doesn't, it depends on the person. If they allow it to happen, their attitude about what happened, and you see, well, he heard me, I forgive him moment. But it was like, in Ayanna Jackson's argument, and I'm sleeping, I'm about to make my drug, the caffeine, cough in a couple minutes. I've been cleaning and stuff. I see like, no offense to anybody who's blonde hair, okay, and white, but seriously, this he blonde. You know what I'm saying? It looked like one of the girls that Thomas York that I did a video back a couple years ago on her last name Vaughn, the ghetto gagging type girl. Okay, nothing wrong with a white or sister going white. I'm not saying every but it was like the Valley girl that happened to be a black heritage. Okay, now I was a pure black. She came like I am. Um, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like sincere, yeah, he raped me, he this and that. I didn't see no sign of victimhood. Okay, I saw a lot of dramatic acting, trying to act like you're crying. She first said that he didn't rape her, that he didn't abuse her, they sexually had sex with her, but then it was considered. No, girl, let me say something. Of course, sex. First of all, there's 2 types of sex. Well, actually, there's more than one. There's sex out of love, usually, and I'm not to be religious. That's marital sex. Um, Sex and lust, when people consensually outside of the two people or two man and woman that's married, even go religious situation, whether it be same sex, opposite sex, not married, threesomes, all that other stuff, or cheat on the spouse or whatever. Then you have the violating sex. That's not love at all. It is violent and uses sex stuff as a violent. That is rape. But if you didn't have sex, you should have said that you didn't have sex or intercourse with him, because that's what DJ Flag was asking, or sexual contact. He knows that sex violent, forced, imposed sex is rape. Who doesn't know that? Some dumb person don't know something wrong with that. But truth of the matter is, when he actually had sex, he wasn't talking about you romantically and later on turn to lust by your choice and his choice having sex. He was talking about you having sexual contact that you was forced to claim to be forced on. Okay, a lot of people. I saw a lot of that back. I saw a lot of eating this out, and I was like rolling my eye, like what the hell, like bye Felicia. You know what I'm saying? You. I mean, it seemed to me you were set up. Then you said that Haitian Jack was Nigel, which I'm going to look it up and see that's true or not. Y'all better y'all better go on Wikipedia. Whoever this person is, Haitian Jack, is his real name Nigel? Because why they're using two different names? If it's the same person. I don't say we have nicknames. But why would they use two different, like they're two different people? You need to just basically have to go back and find out, you know. A lot of people bash DJ Vlad, and I'm not bashing DJ Vlad for this because we need to hear this. I mean, Tupac is deceased, but we need to hear the person who accused him and see who, is she telling the truth or not. Only God knows what happened, but in my opinion, I don't think this woman is telling the truth. Just call it like it is. I ain't see no dramatic actions. I ain't see no. I saw when she telling her story, she tried to act like she's crying. But then she said the men came and raped her, and it was Wheeler and all other people that were there. And a lot of people think that he was set up. I do. I'm sorry. I don't think it's just that. Because before Tupac ever went to death row, remember he was still working with somebody I cannot stand. Way before Suge Knight that Suge Knight worked for, okay, they got money from Suge Knight. It's Jimmy Iovine. I cannot stand. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do believe that these people of Negro blood, including Suge Knight, was told to go whatever to Tupac. I'm not saying it was there. This is my opinion. I'm not God. I don't want nobody coming for me just making an opinion. Okay, it's America for God's sake. But I don't believe that should if he did kill Tupac or his friends or either Orlando Anderson was involved alone. Okay, I believe because maybe before you look at the movie Tupac, and it doesn't take everything because Jada Pinkett was not dating Tupac. She sell dope. Okay, the truth of the matter, put Jada. I love me some Jada. Don't get me wrong. I love the hell out of Jada Pinkett. Don't get me wrong. I'm not putting her like that, but she did admit later on that she's so dope when she was in Baltimore. Okay, and Tupac when Suge Knight and all the rest of them was investigated of his murder. Okay, and then Orlando Anderson was on killed, and there were some things. But one thing the white detective said, the one who died, said Tupac about the death row and she didn't like the money because all the other artists, because Cool Dre, they don't work for Jimmy Iovine, and I think that's the only why he's and Snoop was not popping, and later on later on, of course he's still relevant, but the other artists of Warren G, Nate Dogg, R.S. Soul, Lady Rage, and Michelle Lay, they not popping, okay, and that there was beef between Tupac and Snoop, excuse me. But y'all not looking too deep. Y'all looking at the brothers, and I ain't being racial. I don't want about being white people. You hate white people. All of us have white DNA, including myself. I might be not white as a shirt, but I'm not the black of the color of my hair. Okay, and I have African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Indian American. That is my English. That's my background. That's what I identify as. I don't identify as pure black, pure. I can't identify as pure white because I can't pass. Or they whatever. Whatever's in my background, that's got my ass. I don't go with the white one drop rule. That trash that caused the rape and slavery. Not all mixing. There was white came out of rape. I had a fourth grandmother who was a white woman. Okay, Irish and English. Okay. Next February will be 2 years of me searching their ancestry and shocked that she exists, okay, in my roots. 2016, okay? But the truth of the matter is that a lot of the people are sitting here saying that looking at shit, and I did too, but I had to look too close. You gotta remember before Tupac ever signed Death Row, okay? You gotta remember the person who gave the money to the sister who made Death Row, whether the woman of my color, the one who put a gun onto Shoot Knight in that documentary with Senator O'Brien and Ice T, or either the high yellow sister from Houston here in Houston, okay, who claimed that she found Death Row. But you gotta understand who came up with. I mean, they gave it the name, the women did, but you remember there's somebody who funded it, okay. We gotta go back to the secret meeting. And the reason why that's why we scream Black Lives Matter. That's why we out here saying hands on those shoes. That's why we getting profiled and treated. And even a brother who's innocent gets shot by police. They say they do duffins and black folks kill each other and fuck blah 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 black on black crime. Okay, and have white people saying this. Once again, you gotta look at too deep before we start bashing shoes because I don't like him either. The people who he working for. Remember he left another company, went to another company. That's when him and what's the easy he had that big old issue going on, okay? There's somebody you gotta look at. Okay? Look at Jimmy Oveen. Jimmy Oveen left Guthrie Records, the rocket with Guns Roses, all of them, okay? Because remember, Metal was about to lose money. This is the same damn old story, just like Jerry Heller. Um, Jerry Heller, the one who was shooting, not shooting, Ice Cube, the manager at the time, one they called New Vaseline, Easy E, and all them. This man left the rock industry and saw money in the hood, okay? And used money in the hood to exploit. When that brother said straight out of Compton, the one who LAPD, now I don't like no Porcho and coon cops. But that camera skin brother on my shade that say you niggas, he had a point. These folks were being Jerry, no offense, Ice Cube, oh Yella, I mean JJ Yella and Dr. Dre, you know, you being a nigga to, in my opinion, to Jimmy Oveen, okay? The LAPD cop said, you niggas. Now, then these folks call themselves niggas with attitude. You know, I hate that in the word with a passion. In racial exploitation, pickaninny, Sambo. I'm going back to history. Gotta know your old school history. The minstrel shows and Man, Me, and Jemima, all these old negative stereotypes that actually made our people, because we are black, white, and American descent, to feel ashamed about the black roots in the family because of these bad stereotypes in the Disney cartoons, all that. Yes, they had monkey characteristics of Mickey Mouse before they changed it. You know what I'm saying? They came out of the minstrel show and making black children their messy hair, called it nappy. All these racial stereotypes. Okay, Man, Me, and Sambo, and all. You gotta understand that that's what they had. They had. See, when Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, what's the Easy E, DJ Yella was advertising this nigga word, okay? They're looking at the word nigga as being hyper masculine, the toughest brother on the block. You know, that type of characteristic that even we brothers get in trouble because when they used to use that excuse to say black men were savages, rape white women. That's why those Klan killed Emmett Till, even though Emmett Till was innocent of what they were saying. The old bitch set him up. Okay. And this sister here no different than that white woman. See, I'm gonna let y'all know something. Stop saying that white woman get. I don't get wrong. I go with women of color, prefer over white women, and I gotta draw white DNA in me. Don't get wrong, but that's the reason. But at the same time, I gotta keep my eyes on women of color, be African descent, Hispanic, whatever. Residing, I don't care. Delilah and Jezebel come in all colors. Okay, don't you be like David. Don't you be like Samson. Delilah and Jezebel come in all colors. Okay, let me say this again. Delilah from the Bible, who deceived Samson, and what's the other one? Jezebel. Okay, come in all shapes, size, and colors. Okay, we gotta be careful for with these women. Okay, and see how that no means call see how this whole set up Tupac. Okay, see if he no offense Tupac, but we gotta take responsibility like it is. Don't force him to get mad. Don't let your dick run your mind. Run your mind and let it control it. Okay? Because let you know, lust does kill us men. Okay? Nothing wrong with pussy. Okay? A vagina, whatever you want to call it. That's what a woman made for. But get a woman that's loyal to you, and I ain't trying to preach. They're gonna be married to you, not some hoe, not some whorish woman, not some thought, not some puta. Not y'all stop. Okay, and you're going to lay down with dogs. You gonna get fleas. You gotta control that lust monster, y'all. But go back to the story. The idea that black men in this country were savages doing slavery, this was the stereotype. I'm not saying it's true. And white people who was our other ancestor who was raping the sisters, killing, lynching, and being a thug in the United States. And people overlooking that with white supremacy and white looks and stand up beauty mix, okay? They weren't looking, you know what I'm saying? They were using those bad stereotypes that they were doing towards brothers. Okay, lynching, even, I mean, look at the Kobe had to go through, Tiger had to go through, Michael Jackson had to go through, O.J. Simpson had to go through. Okay, let's go along. And Bill Cosby kind of a little question on that, but y'all see my point? The brothers always, and Chris Brown. Okay, let's see. I gotta look at this mess. We gotta look at this mess, y'all. We gotta look at this. Even Kaepernick, who is not, they bashing this, bro. You gotta look at the brothers. We have a target here. That's why we can't be out here fighting. Cut shit. Not should be now. He have a target on him too. You know. Don't know how dog like the brother is. You be high up. Look, the white cop down there in Michigan. He not white. He mixed. Finally, he got 80% black. Them white cops made fun of this high yellow compares for white brother. Cleon Brown. Remember last year? We have a target on our back. And Latinos, you do too. Besides that native DNA, the black DNA you want to deny so bad, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Cuban, whatever, you don't look all that white. Some you do, but not all look like y'all, majority all mixed. There are white people and pure black, but there's a few. And the majority of people, no matter what they look like, they mix ancestry so fucked up just like mine, okay? Truth of the matter is, you got to talk your back to you until y'all side with Trump. You'll be kicked over that doggone wall when they Trump, okay? Target on your back. Jimmy V know that. Jimmy V, but watch out, he Italian. He ain't no full blown, he ain't no Aryan white dude with that old tan. That nigga, that I ain't call myself a nigga, but you want to call somebody that Moorish nigga. Okay? Then what that white man saying, true romance? Guys see Italians are niggas. Okay? You put your white card, the Spartan brothers, don't forget that Moorish DNA. That's why you got that tan. And ain't all that fake tan. It's natural compared to a real white man. Real white man have to go tan. Italian, usually don't have to go tan. Not all the men don't have to because the men are already in their body, in their DNA. They're Moorish. They're black. Okay? I call it like it is. I got to tell it like it is. Whether you like it or not. But y'all not looking at the fake white man, should I say. The one who set these brothers up. The brothers, yeah, they should go to jail. All y'all should go. But you understand, the family came over here from Italy. White Anglo people did not like Italian people. They didn't like Irish people. Now, besides the black, or they call the nigger DNA, in the Italians. Remember, this is a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant country. And they knew the interpretation that St. Peter said in the Bible ain't true. And it's distortion scripture. And you're going to have someone who come from the church of the truth that the Lord Jesus founded on the rock of Peter. That Peter was wrong first Peter chapter 5:13. And brought the church there to save these Gentiles, because the Jews didn't want to hear what Jesus got to say. Okay, they come here and they ain't trying to preach the gospel. They just come here to get an opportunity, but they scared of the faith. Remember, they always had a phobia of the church. That's why the church, every time sex was gonna come in, they are talking about the catch up, but they don't forget it's a bunch of Protestant scandals. Y'all shopping, y'all hear about the preacher raping some preacher at some main, we call it a church and stuff. No. Zacchaeus has been researching this stuff when there's sex with skin because I care about my faith, even though I'm not perfect with my faith. And I said, y'all, and I even told China too, you better start talking these stories about these Protestant ministers raping these boys and girls in school and everything, and keeping hush and using the Psalms 105 time I touch my anointing and stuff like old Pastor Tony Lava, the Pentecostal out there. I think he a white Hispanic. I mean, he looking like a white, but he Hispanic. But he was a Pentecostal minister and raped 100 boys back in the late 80s. He admitted he died. He speaks Spanish. He was trying to go to the Dominican Republic and Cuba, and they trying to stop him. He had sex with and everything. He died like a couple times 12 or something like that. He was a Pentecostal man, carried the Bible. He ain't got the Bible Superman, whatever you call him. Then so had a camp, and they even had the child pastor. They had preachers pimping the little boys. This is a Protestant church. Oh yeah, the biggest prostitute child pastor in the country. Oh, you ain't gonna hear that because it's a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant country. Yeah, a white. Okay, so you guys remember in the history, you understand. That's why it called Italians wops and talking about mafia stories. And I bet you that some Anglo person got the mafia started. Yes, you remember because the Italians are the poor ones in the white community. Not all, but they were considered the poor people in the white community. The Irish were too. That's why they had to form gangs and stuff. White people with money didn't want them having them. You had to be white, Anglo-Saxon, Protestant, and pure. That's why they were able to marry black folks. That's why the Italian men went to Louisiana and married them sisters. Sure did. Man, no man, Creoles, my shade, lighter, can pass for a Hispanic or pass for white part Italian. Besides black, oh yes, oh they don't tell you them stories. The crowd Jew ball, some of them Italian men sleep with them high yellow or dark or light brown, part Indian, part black, whatever, biracial, triracial sisters. Oh, they don't tell you about that. Sometimes they used to put Italians in the color school. Oh yes, tell you about that. I gotta remember Edith Scott Baio. We're gonna talk about the one that I believe got Tupac really killed besides Suge Knight, because I'm looking at real deep. Don't forget this Italian man worked with the Jewish white man. And get from reference, there was Tupac's them so-called buddies. Don't forget the film. They didn't want Brenda got a baby go to be promoted, but they wanted bitch and nickel and all that old stepping and fetching jungle ghetto gangster music to make us little tail. That's why they killing us in Ireland, not Ireland, excuse me, Israel, Libya. I bet they looking at American TV and media and say, oh, we're going to kill them niggas. We don't want that stuff in here. That's what you got to understand. That's why Africans do not like us, especially Nigerian folks. They looking at this bad imagery of us. But that's been thinking they come in this country, think they better. The Spanish don't want to claim they got black in them. I'm telling you because it's stereotypes. The Italian dude, American dude with a natural tan, probably go tan to fit in with white people who can't get a tan unless they go get hit the sun or something. That dude with the old Negro DNA. Negro. Sicilian DNA. Negro. High yellow Negro from Italian ancestry. Had a nerve to set up that meeting with them white folks. Oh, yes. Because, see, y'all thought that slavery, and I know we're talking about the accuser, but I'm going to get to her later. We all thought that slavery ended and segregation ended. But that's why Richard Nixon, you got to do your research. Richard Nixon set that war on drugs, and it was revealed on Young Turks, even though they got a racial accusation against them too. That the owner of Fox News was interviewing who? Richard Nixon. It's funny Republicans call me the baby killer because I'm a Democrat, but I'm a pro-life Democrat, a pro-life liberal. But that's winding back what Richard Nixon said about abortion, Roe versus Wade. I want them black bastards dead. Go look, Martha 21 Black Genocide. Look it up on YouTube. Then the interviewer of the owner of Fox News had interviewed this man, and I'm glad the Young Turks did. They had a ratio and they had eaten him out too. Said that they were friends with Rich Nixon, and Rich Nixon came out and said, and it was on the cover, that it was about blacks and white liberals, especially in the hippie days. Because California was very liberal. Folks were smoking with fire. Folks smoked weed down there and do it coke and all that stuff. Okay? Don't forget in the 70s, our people, African American, was striving good. Jobs were everywhere. People go to the club and get their freak on too. But if you don't understand that, they want to see a brother make it in life. I got to read more research about Reagan. But Reagan was Republican, left Hollywood, became Republican. Okay, do this no different than Trump and what's the other one? Maria Shriver's husband, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now he was liberal one time, I think, and Republican, and and him trying to get along. Now Fabio, one of my role models, Italian. Oh, now he's Republican. Okay, what really? But you was liberal all the time, making all that good money, having girls drive their pants for you and everything. Come on now. Truth of the matter is, you don't understand that it was a gimmick. And Ronald Reagan, who was a former actor, became, I think, the governor of California, whatever. Maybe I got to do my research on that. But then he became the president. And you got to understand, the Republican Party was setting us up. That's why the job. Remember, you got to do your research. You had white Anglo-Saxon people was losing their culture. When integration happened, a lot of them took their kids out of them colored, little integrated schools because they want to be around them niggas and wetbacks and speaks and spooks. That's why they even got Hispanics when they were classified as white. They put them in schools as integrated so they can mix because they want their true white children to go to next to a nigga. Okay? That's why they did it here in Texas. So, a lot of folks not know that. And so, that's why you got black and brown schools, public school. Oh, and make sure that they want. Oh yeah, we'll make some fake white people who mix with some black and native Spanish who speak Spanish. Put them as us, so we can tell the data that it is integrated. Oh yeah, yeah. See, I got to research. We got to do too wild. I'm getting to that later. Hold up. So when that was going on, and they was having all these programs, they were trying to get parenthood and many, even those who was out of wedlock, like my mom, my dad had me out of wedlock and stuff, and I was a 4-child husband, okay? Now I tell a bitch like that, a lot of folks didn't kill their kids. But it was Planned Parenthood, and then I just said that Richard Nixon said black bastards. Then you had, and then the war drugs about, okay, that's why I saw crack cocaine come in. Why do you think that Mexico is so fucked up? Why do you think the Central America is so fucked up in the rest of NAFTA and all that? United States went over there and met people over there. White CIA Bush. Then Easy E had dinner with the Bushes before he died. Makes a lot of sense. Ricky Ross, not Rick. Ricky Ross. If Rick Ross, you still around, come holler at what I had to say to verify what I'm saying. Because y'all met the CIA people giving drugs in the who. Oh, yeah. The Reaganomics. Even Selena Quintanilla's parents could not survive with their restaurant business. Reaganomics. Ronald Reagan. Small business being closed down. The economy is collapsing. But the benefit of white wealthy, but the minority. And that's why a lot of they had those in the body in the hood, the ghetto, selling dope, crack, killing each other, fighting. And they added more doors to the prior prison complex. Because the federal prison complex, it seemed to me, was getting filled, if not mistaken, right? Was getting full. So they had to get the private prison complex where they make their own rules, but funded by the government. And the reason why I said it because Jimmy Iovine saw the idea. Rock industry was going down. I remember forgetting, besides crack cocaine, they were talking about rock industry, talking about drugs and all the white kids. They were talking about that too, okay? Rock and rap was on its hit list in the 80s, okay? It's weird that Too Short came out with the song "Cuss Words" way before that white man from CIA who was supposed to on C-SPAN got killed. Okay, about who's what you doing set a dope when you live in the White House and talking about Nancy Ray lick his dick up and down like it was caught on a car. Now this was in 87. I remember hearing the song 89 and I was telling my two friends and his cousin, stop cussing like that. We got grandparents in his house. Never get. And they were saying lit. We doing selling crack cocaine in the White House. And he's talking about that they talking about that she lick his dick up and down like it was caught on a car. So if hold on, this is 87. The white man who used to work for LAPD who exposed the situation, the CIA got killed later on. My question is to him, the situation, God rest his soul, if you in heaven. Too Short already told everybody way before your behind came out there, and you could have said that, but I'm glad it's just a white man you here to verify, okay? Because, what I'm saying, how it is. But Too Short saying out that song, that Nancy lick this dick up and down. Ooh! I'm starting to laugh for that shit. Woo! That's some messy ass shit. Ron Ray let you do that shit while y'all say that crap? Okay. Anyway, so my question is, Jimmy and Ving saw money making in Griffin, and the Jewish guy that's his friend, I forgot his name. And you gotta go back to Tupac. Tupac was making money because Tupac was smart. Tupac wasn't no, he routed what the vibe made him a thug. But one thing, watch the movie. Feeney was very smart. Feeney, she was very smart sister. I love Afeni. Watching that movie, I ain't finished watching it, but I love the movie where it showed Afeni not scared of them white racist people from the government and the laws and the FBI spying on her. She's a strong sister, strong chocolate sister. I love the fact that I saw that part of the movie. Now, I'm watching the movie tonight to get more elaboration on this. The director should have got facts and not just put on what they heard because Jada Pinkett and Tupac did not date. And I'm getting tired of hearing people making up movies and the stuff that's not in the movie didn't happen. And I'm sorry. If I were a director of a movie, I'm going to be very factual. I'm not going to make up stuff. I'm sorry. I don't care if Hollywood don't like it. I'm not. Real is real. We'll make the movie real as we can bait. That's where you make a movie that's going to sell. Do not be a Wendy Williams with the lead situation. Okay? Please. No offense to Angela Bassett messing up Whitney's movie. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Okay? Let's be real. I don't care. Don't make up stories up in a movie. Tell it like it is. Make it factual as much as you possibly can. And let's get the cat reward this year. Anyway, so when I see this, and there's a pride pressing complex. So because everybody thought slavery ended. 13th Amendment, it does not. No. If you let you get a thug, criminal, you are a slave. Which makes a lot of sense. When y'all here call yourself a nigga and you acting all them little Jim Crow stereotypes that the white folks like to use in Amos and Andy and Pickaninny, it makes a lot of sense. And it's why the brothers who clown me for not calling myself a nigga and not going on with their stereotype, I got initially a proud black person. I can laugh when I see that because it's a contradiction. And it's with the like how Yellow Brother told Tupac that movie, you're a walking contradiction, which he was. No offense, I had to call it like it is. Because instead of teaching thug life and told the good life and learning in the books, a lot of brothers will be inspired right now. Okay? He was a good artist, don't get me wrong. But buying to the gangster rap and thug life, whether it was before Death Row or after, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm guilty. Listen to how you want it, but we got to call it like it is. Because 20 years later, now we having brothers getting shot by the police after Barack Obama. It got worse when Barack Obama won, okay? So you gotta get my point. Now we got Trump in the seat. So we got to call it like it is, and we get shot hands up, don't shoot, Black Lives Matter. But we got in all them, we gotta say Black Lives Matter. We gotta see why we in this situation, and we gotta go back, cause it's a dual defect. You had the white racist people, whether it be Jew or Gentile, Jimmy Ving, making this meeting up, setting this meeting up to get money from the private prison complex along with selling this gangster record. Remember, we never seen this happen where they show a negative image, but if you're black, we're not pure black people. We've seen this black in this country. They and later on Latino, they want to sit here and market it, but the white see one thing, and the one thing folks was criticizing me. I didn't like some of the rap music back in the day, even though I liked the hip hop in the 90s and there was some true music. But when it would play that buffoonery, sometimes I would kind of cut it off and put on some NSYNC. And I did not like the fact that they will show the white dudes and sometimes the Hispanic, that was not gangster, cholo, whatever, with these white dudes, like the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC as a positive light. It didn't show the brothers being negative. Of course, Boys to Men was R&B and all that, but Boys to Men stopped making hits in the mid-90s, okay? And then you had, of course you had your Jagged Edge, but they stayed R&B. They didn't move it to the mainstream success, okay? You know what I'm saying? And that's why I had no problem with B2K. Everybody was making fun of B2K, calling me. No, because you don't know the marketing skills and the racial. That's why, as a inspired artist, I talk about race a lot. Let me explain something. When I was trying to come up in the game at 20-some years old, which is next year will be 20 years of my 20th birthday, which I'll be 40, okay? And don't forget, people did not like me not singing in Spanish. People in the industry, whether it be African, Hispanic, white, wanted me to be stereotypical unless it was R&B. And then the problem is R&B, but I don't like to be dictated in the market and be typecast. Okay? And I want to break a barrier with this African American DNA in me, okay? And and I never get SPM, South American here in Houston was being promoted, but me just be speaking Spanish, and I'm singing some pop music to break the stereotype. I was looked at as this bad person, this confused person, this all this other stuff. You gotta understand that's why Cardi B, a racial biggest, that's why she's popping. Even Mariah Carey, they mark her because she can mark her. She's black, white, Hispanic, and she's part of Venezuela. Her dad's part of it. You see what I'm saying? So race plays a lot in this industry. That's why when I saw rap music, the coonery and buffoonery, I would just turn it off sometimes because I didn't see anything positive, uplifting. I'm talking about during the 90s. I would listen to, and if I'm in the mood, listen to some hip hop music that was about killing, murder, or sex. You know what I'm saying? But the majority of the time, listen to some Mariah Carey, some Janet Jackson, you know what I'm saying, NSYNC, or or Spanish music, you know what I'm saying, or Will Smith, something that's pop. I didn't like to listen to the thuggery, the buffoonery, the coonery because I know we raised by grandparents. Because don't think they didn't go in detail like I'm going to detail now, but the reaction is, which I understand why when they saw Dre Day, okay. And this is my great aunt on my grandma's side, said, she deceased, and my grandfather who deceased. They said, watch, in the next couple of years, the president of the United States be smoking crack on TV. When they saw Dre Day in the video, okay, back in 1994, 93 at the time, okay? You gotta understand why I'm bringing this up. It goes back to this woman here setting it up. You gotta understand, Tupac was more political, but I had to dumb down to order to do music, which is sad, okay? That's what he felt. And especially not to be color, being a dark skin, but that too, okay? The colorism plays in this mess along with this racial background, okay? And at the time, the 90s, we're liberated, we're liberal. A lot of folks are intimidated by a brother of any shade particular. Because I know my own camera ass that we don't buy into the negative stereotype that white racist people want to see. Remember, you're talking to people who have grandparents and parents who grew up in Jim Crow and before, who saw the negative images from Amos and Andy, from, Stab and Fletcher. So imagine these people grow up and like Jimmy Bean's older than I am. 19, his Italian immigrant parents came at that time seeing it. Okay, I'm not talking about in Italy where it was limited because Italy there wasn't as racist, and it wasn't much media out there to show where everything was going on. If you was a brother coming from World War II, you can walk in Italy and probably get treated way better than he was. Let me ask Josephine Baker when she left Jim Crow United States, okay, and went to France. But when the white immigrants came here, like Mariah Carey's grandparents on her mom's side who was Irish, they didn't like their daughter because after being Americanized and seeing black people in their life and live around um, white people who talk negative about Americans and got brainwashed to fit in to the white and probably that's why you gotta understand why. So when I gotta listen to Latin music got more African influence than hip hop. I call it like it is, you know, and so I always felt like why I'm listening to this other, but I don't want to see that nigga stuff and no. And one thing my grandparents, like I said, my grandparents about the influence. They didn't like hip hop rap music time. They felt that it was uneducated, caused to be uneducated and dumb, all these other things. You know what I'm saying? They felt that R&B, pop, something uplifting to move up upscale. So that's where I come from. Okay, on my dad's side. But going back to Southern, I mean, talk about the situation. You gotta understand why this one was set up to get Tupac in. Okay, Jimmy Ving and the other guy, they had this meeting and I believe so. And I'm not saying that I saw all the people. But when you read the resume on his Wikipedia, it matches what the white man from Europe about the secret meeting is saying. He left the rock industry. Nobody tell me, nobody, no insider, nobody tell me this. It's common sense. If my resume say Zacchaeus left the industry, became rap, and next thing promote the stuff, and then I hear, oh well, there was a meeting to make a certain group of people look terrible, and this person left this here and that, it tells you the story right there. When I saw that, I said, yeah, I don't care how much Jerry Blige got good affection and love and support. When she almost got homeless from Jimmy Levine. I don't care about that. Sister, this man set us up. Okay? Tupac was about to lose money from this man because he wanted to promote a positive image. Okay? Tupac, I could tell you, he didn't want to play that gangster thug life. But that's what the industry was selling. And one thing I hate about the politics, the racial politics of the industry, if they say image of you, they want you to be that image. They don't do it to the they do it to the white women. Pink did not want to do Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. Okay? And I don't care what L.A. Reid said. I do believe that she was telling the truth. Because back at the time, you had the NSYNC, the Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, you had the Sister Kim Destiny Child. You know what I'm saying? So they looking for something to compete. And Pink was more soulful and rock. That means she more R&B and a rock woman. She not no pop, bubblegum pop. You know what I'm saying? She is a tough image. You know? And so you gotta look at that. They try to do that. So like I said, they try to do that with me. Because I sing in Spanish. I identify with my multiracial background. And they ain't like that. And you had an older person I know, I ain't gonna mention his name, tried to change my whole persona, my own beliefs, my own religious beliefs. You know what I'm saying? And I would avoid this person. This was my first uh kind of agent. Okay, call like it is. I'm going to detail. I did not like that the fact that he was trying to be religious one day, but you have rappers over here for sex. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know he used to work with SPM, okay, and Lil Kiki. I don't tell all his business, but his assistant. I'm 20 years old. I have my own mind, and they think because I was younger than them, they can run my. Oh no, there's one king in my life, and it's me. And Jesus can squash it with his own because he's God. But on this earth, I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm my own. I'm a very strong-willed person. Okay, you can tell that, and I'm a Leo. For you folks understand. So, truth of the matter is, the industry is always trying to make someone be something they not. Okay, Nicki Minaj didn't like that. I mean, look at Nicki Minaj. When she came out, Remy was telling the truth. And like they said, they usually suck dick or whatever. Not Remy, but I believe that Nicki did that. I get promoted. People saying about Cardi B. I love Cardi B. They said about Cardi B. They said, but you don't love hip hop. Her and Mariah Lee was trying to sleep with, DJ Self and Cisco Rosario and what's the other guy named Rich Dog. because they see a producer or to get sell. They can be a person that can't sell real good, but it's no different than Madonna playing Evita, okay, the Argentine woman. Evita rose to fame by sex. If you know about, you watch the movie Evita, when she doing that tango with the men, that's the translation because it's a paging film that she would sleep with the men at the club doing tango, okay? And then she later on was sleeping her way to fame. Okay, a lot of Madonna did the same. Madonna did the same. That's why she top beat up, Janet and Paula at the late 80s and early 90s. It was a sex game because she saw talent. When you look at Janet and Paula, you saw talent, dancing talent. Janet had more singing voice than, and of course Madonna can sing, but Paula Abdul was more like a cheerleader singer. You know what I'm saying? And they were both beautiful, and I think Madonna was older them two was trying to get relevant again. Okay. That's why she's a high paying. That's why all these women acting hoish sometimes. Not all, but many of them as singers because Madonna paid that rate. Yes, Millie Jackson was doing, but Millie Jackson was not making them sales real good like Madonna was. Okay, so I guess that's why you got Rihanna being sexy and later on Beyonce being extremely sexual and Katy Perry and Britney Spears and Shakira, Rihanna. Okay, you gotta look at that. That's why Madonna paid that way. Miley Cyrus. Okay. Gotta look at that. Because women cover up and dance. You know, majority of them did. You know what I'm saying? But, of course, Vandy didn't sell as much. You know, Vandy was doing movies, but she didn't go extreme like Madonna did. Madonna, at the time, Madonna was doing bubblegum pop. But I guess she got that you know, it's a whole other story. I digress from them going to, but my point is, so you gotta understand that everybody look at the thing. Now I'm gonna go out of surgery. We gotta put all that together and put why this woman set up. She said too about why these them dudes 19 out. And you understand? I look at them, the crew, the Haitian Jack. I'm not saying that this is my opinion. One thing, if something goes wrong, I'm gonna look at my crew first. Who I'm hanging with, who's a false friend or a real friend. When something goes on, you hear rumors. You gotta find out who you're socializing with. Who you know what I'm saying? Look at your circles. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at even your mom and daddy. Who's stealing from you? Who's trying to set you up? Okay? Look what happened to Selena. Okay? That's with her friend. Really? Stealing, okay. Can I get my point? So you can't sit here and assume everybody your friend. And I know that for example, because I was bullied, and that's why I look at people, even if people try to be friendly, and they're like, why you don't want to come hot? It's hard to trust people, and I have to live by that Bible verse that St. Paul said in Corinthians 2 that the steward, but I even not only those who are not stewards to me, anybody got to be trustable. I can't sit here and just trust you because you this and that and that and that. You know what I'm saying? You could be, threatening to kill me or something, to steal my money. You know what I'm saying? And you got it in the business. And one thing, I do believe that all of them saw money, and I wouldn't be shocked because Jimmy Iovine was working with Tupac at the time. Then, when he was locked up, the only trust with Death Row, well, guess what? Who's connected with Death Row? Jimmy Iovine. If you cool for me, I'll get you not to get you out of here. But you can tell this man didn't want nothing to do with this gangster thug life. This was a facade to make money. At the same time, he didn't get money. His money was gone. Tupac was driving, shooting him car. And probably Jimmy Iovine. You gotta look at this. Why Afeni had to fight for this case after he died. Y'all not looking at this, y'all. I'm looking at this, but you gotta say before the death row, who in his circle set him up to get killed? Even so that LeBron asked that brother in that studio, and he didn't want to answer that question. I saw that, and so LeBron is my Afro-Cuban sister, an Irish sister, my Latina sister. She's saying, she with that little permed hair hers and had a little corporate talk that she had. Oh yeah, he didn't want to answer that question because I believe he had Tupac the band that was in there. How the hell the security officer this is a business, okay? A business, because you got to get registered with the government in the state in order to have a business, right? You just can't have anything a business. It's illegal, right? You gotta have state regulations and laws to operate that studio. That means anything happens, you as the owner liable what happens. You gotta pay for that. If I have a business and something happened, they can sue. Tupac should have sued the owner of the studio, not blame Biggie for that. Because I believe they will set him up. Set it up because in Queens, you have a lot of jealous brothers, crowd of barrels. Okay, look what happened to French Montana, and I'm looking at French Montana too about that murder. Okay? Look at Queen Latifah and thank you. I'm sorry, y'all. That's why I don't have that white man is always the enemy shit. You have brothers and sisters, dark, light, high, yellow, kink, curly, straight hair, look white, look black, pure black, camera like my ass, all different shades, just as bad as the white supremacists. Okay? All right? So you can't sit here and say all white people are devils. Devils come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. And as a person being abused within the family, outside, at school, and everywhere I went, I can't trust nobody. If I had to be racist, I had to hate the whole planet. Because everybody had done me wrong. Of any shade, any color, any race. Thank you. But when you have that mindset that on the white man's devil, your people or your friend, stop that shit. Stop. People in your circle, look at the circle. Because why the hell, and then let's get to the subject before I close the video. And so I gave you all the tea out. Add that stuff to this woman's story, what I just told you, so you can see where I'm coming from. Okay? The circle. She had sex with all the men. Then she lied and said that she didn't have sex. He a rape. Then she said he was on top of her. Okay, I'm about to demonstrate in my bed